Ralph from Queens, New York writes to me and he says, "Hey Paul, I am new to the audiophile speaker building hobby." Welcome, sir. And I am curious to know if PA speakers can be used in building a DIY audiophile speaker. P.S. Thanks for your videos. They're very informative and I'm learning much from you. Well, my pleasure, Ralph. I am certainly not the speaker expert here. Our own Chris Brunhaver, of which I'm sitting at Chris's desk because it's the weekend and everybody's gone and I have the place to myself. I think there is a distinction we have to make between a PA speaker and a home audio speaker. So PA speakers, as you know, have a very different purpose in mind, okay? Depending on whether they're big pro speakers or just, ones that you buy out of Sweetwater or any of the Vintage King or any of the vendors that sell such things. They are typically different from home audio speakers in, well, certainly the way they look, because they're kind of rugged, they're outdoor sorts of things, they're played in malls, and they need to be really efficient because we don't generally have, and with PA speakers, you don't generally have a whole big amplifier setup that you can lug around with you, so you're going to probably power more than one, and we're not going to have tons of wattage available, so they're going to be very efficient, they're going to be kind of ugly and rugged and all that stuff, right? They almost never have a lot of deep bottom end because in a PA situation, you really don't necessarily want that. I mean, depending on what you're doing, if you're out there playing guitar on a PA speaker or you're talking on a PA speaker, the last thing you want is a lot of 20 hertz, right? I mean, in fact, most microphones, PA systems, have low-cut filters on them. You see them all the time. I think even, at Octave Records, almost every microphone that we have has a low-cut filter so that the low end doesn't come through. Now, at Octave Records, of course, I make sure the last thing that's clicked, I want as much bottom end as I can get, but that's something different. And another thing that PA speakers are required to do is play really loud. Some of the tweeters I've seen use what's called a compression. They're compression drivers, and they can play really loud, louder than you'd ever want in your system. With all that said, they are not the optimal parts that I would choose when building a home audio system if your goal is to make a pair of speakers that sound close to what I, as an audiophile, would appreciate, which is full range, the ability for the speakers to disappear, dimensionality, good tonal balance, flat, and just sound like music, as if there's no speaker there. PA speakers would be probably not where I would go to get started with that. I think I would stick with conventional drivers that were designed more with those things, full range, good dynamic range, low distortion, all of that I think is where I would go. Now, someone with Chris's talent could take just about anything and make it sound great, but he's only got, several lifetimes of experience behind him. So good luck with your project, and you can always reach out to Chris. It's chrisb@psaudio.com. Chris is a really nice guy. He's happy to help. He loves projects like that. So drop him an email. Okay. Thanks for the question. I'll talk to you later. Bye.